Hey y'all, Amanda Reed with Reed Mobile Marketing. Now, our last video focused on the marketing strategy part of customer acquisition. And that is really important because whether you're doing the marketing for your own business or you're doing marketing for other businesses, most of the time people want new customers. And I get that. But I'm really happy to talk today about customer retention. The reason being, I actually think it's as important, if not more important, than customer acquisition. Let me explain why. I think a lot of us have heard of the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers. Well, guess what? If we can get those 20% to come back twice as often, well, that has a huge impact on your sales and your business and your bottom line. And I think it's the part of marketing that is neglected the most. People are like, well, I already have customers. I just want new ones. Well, figuring out how to get those new ones or those existing customers to come back more often is a huge part of marketing. And like I said, the part of the marketing strategy that I feel is neglected the most. So today I'm going to give you an example of a marketing retention strategy, a customer retention strategy that we feel worked really well. And I think that is a great way to talk to your customers and make them feel valuable for being your customers. We'll again go through the 5 steps of our marketing strategy with this customer retention strategy that we put together. This one that I'm going to talk about today is a restaurant as well, but it's not the same type of restaurant in the customer acquisition strategy that we talked about in the previous video. It's a sandwich shop. They just make sandwiches. So it's a very quick restaurant, not fast food, but somewhere in the middle. So we're not trying to capitalize on people coming in, sitting down, having a few beers and ordering dinner. It's a sandwich shop, okay? So the first thing we did is, as always, define our audience. Well, our audience was easy to define this time because it was existing customers. So one thing I will tell you, when you're putting together a marketing retention strategy, defining the audience gets a little bit easier. Why they should talk to us. It was pretty easy. We love you, you love us, we want to talk to you more. So we're leveraging the fact that they are already our customers. So the third part was, what are we going to say and how are we going to say it? This was the part of the strategy that kind of differs for everybody when we start to get into that retention part of it. But what we decided we were going to do is say, we love you, and we're going to basically implement a loyalty program. Think of it like a punch card. And just so you guys know, you can do this all through the platform. It is really great tool to use, and I encourage everybody to be using those virtual punch cards. So we were going to implement a loyalty program that said, when you buy 9 sandwiches, you get the 10th free. So basically, every time they came in to get a sandwich, they would enter their phone number, which acted like a punch. Just think of it like a normal punch card you would have at any restaurant or coffee shop or anything like that. It's exactly like that, except for never having to worry about losing punch cards or anything like that. It's all done virtually. So the great thing about it is, if they were already part of our text marketing program, then they were already opted in. They could just get a punch. If they weren't, then they could request to be part of it. And actually, we got more customers into our text marketing program because of that. But what happened is, they would put in their phone number and they would get a text message saying, thanks, you're at 4 sandwiches, buy 5 more and you'll get your 10th one free, whatever it is, right? And that's all you have to decide. For us, we thought buying 9 and getting the 10th free was really a good offer. And then what we did on top of that is we would send out a special coupon to anyone that hadn't gotten a punch within 2 weeks that said, hey, we miss you. Come back and see us. Here's a coupon to come back and see us. Again, this was just a way to be able to show people that we really value them and we want them to come back. What were we going to measure? We were measuring sales, which was great because we were working with a company that had great sales records and kept good books. So we wanted to increase sales from returning customers by at least $1,500 a month. And so then we launched the campaign, got people opting in and doing this and getting their punches. Now, this campaign, I will tell you, we had to wait about a month before we could actually evaluate it because it's on that 2-week retention cycle. And so they're only getting coupons every 2 weeks. And one thing to point out about that coupon is we created urgency in it. That coupon was only good for 3 days. So they only had 3 days to come in and get that offer. So we didn't want to extend it out for a long period of time, but we had to wait about a month before we could evaluate and see what happened. Basically, what happened is the business owner attributed an increase in sales of, let me look at my numbers. Okay, $5,357 in that first month. But here's what's really cool. $3,196 were of customers directly brought back because of that coupon. Hey, we haven't seen you in 2 weeks. They brought it back and used that coupon and then got another punch, obviously. So for us, that was a huge success, and we continue rolling out that campaign. We made sure that the signs were more visible. We made sure the employees were asking everybody to get their punches, things like that. But we increased that campaign and kept it running. But that is a good example of a retention campaign, a marketing retention strategy. We want to get our customers to come back more frequently, and we want to reward them for being our customers. That, to me, is one of the most essential things that we can do for business, is to get those customers coming back more frequently. So go look at your customer retention strategy. What are you doing to tell them, hey, I really love you and I want you to come back more? And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'm Amanda Reed with Reed Mobile Marketing, and we'll see you in the next video.